In this video, we're going to talk about retention policies within Enterprise Manager. Before we start archiving email, we're going to need a retention policy. So in this case, I'll create a new one as an example. So I'll right-click and hit New Category, and I'll just name the retention category. I'll choose which HSM store I'd like the email to go into. And we're going to choose our lifetime calculated from. Now, this is important to pay attention to. If we leave archive time as our lifetime calculated from for this retention policy, then retention time is going to be from the date it was archived or the time it was archived. If we choose receive time, it's going to be from the date that email was received within Exchange. So I'll click Next. In this window, we get to decide how long we want our retention policy to be. In this case, we've got a fixed 3-month retention policy, but we can set that to however many months we'd like. We can enable automatic deletion, which will set up the system so that any email that's past its retention policy will be deleted from the archive according to whatever delay we set it here. In this case, we've got 1 day, but we can set for months and years. And after that period has elapsed after retention, it will delete. So I'm just going to click Next and go to the next window. In this window, we get to decide what happens to the original email in Exchange once it's been archived. We have the option of keeping the original email in place, which will leave the original email Exchange and make a copy into the archive. We can delete the original email, which of course means when the original email is archived, it's removed from Exchange and a copy only exists in the archive. We can create an archive shortcut, which at the point of archiving will remove the original email from Exchange, leave an archive shortcut behind. And we also have the option of delaying that shortcut creation. So we can set it up that for, in this case, the email is archived and the original email is left in place in Exchange. 4 days later, that original email in Exchange is flipped over into a shortcut, even though the archive copy has gone into the archive 4 days earlier. We also get the option in terms of shortcuts of keeping that shortcut forever. So it will stay in Exchange for unlimited amount of time until it's deleted by administrator or a user. And we also have the option of deleting the shortcut after a time. So after the shortcut is in place, we can set it so that, in this case, 5 days later, that shortcut's actually removed from Exchange entirely. Then I'm going to click Next. This last page gives us the option of allowing automatic deletion of unreferenced emails. This is an alternative to our scheme in the original setting that allows us to delete archive shortcuts after the retention period with a given delay. And what this does is put the power into the user's hands. So assuming an email's past its retention already, if a user in Outlook deletes an archive shortcut, the archive system will follow suit and delete that archive shortcut and the original email within the archive as well. And I'm just going to click Finish, and that's it.